This is Analectual, and in today's anime review, I will be reviewing Your Lie in April. So, Your Lie in April is basically a pretty popular show, I would like to believe, and it is a slice of life romance type of show, drama, and it basically starts with the character Kosei. And he is a pianist, or was a pianist. He's a kid. He's like in his teenage years, and he's a brilliant pianist. But he ends up quitting after the death of his mother and many different things that have happened to him. And he just can't play anymore. He can't hear the notes when he plays them, and shuts down and just all kinds of different things. And one day he meets a girl named Kaori, and she is a violinist, and she basically sparks his interest to get back to playing again, and basically drags him to do it. And that's kind of where the show picks off, it starts off. So it is different from the norm, of course, with a more musically inclined setting. So from there, he also has two best friends, and along the way, they help him as well. So, and also this girl, Kaori, is in love with his best friend, and that's how and she's friends with Kosei's best friend, that's a girl, and her name is Tsubaki. So, the guy's name is Ryota. And so that kind of ends up having her meeting Kosei, and getting him back into piano. So that's where kind of the story takes off. I know I've made it sound very weird, but he goes through a lot of trials and to get back into piano, and it's a very good story. So even though I haven't explained it that well, it is still a very good story, and I really hope you end up trying it out and watching it. So, yes, and now I will move on to the characters, of course. Kosei is an amazing pianist, and his personality is he's more quiet. He's more quiet and calm, and but when he breaks down, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, he's just quiet and just doesn't have much life to him, for most of the show, until many things happen, but there's reasons for it. So that's kind of his character. He's not really a big tough guy either or anything. Of course, he's your, typical, he's what you would typically imagine, so that's fine there. Then he has his best friend Ryota. He is basically a pretty boy and attracts all the girls, and he's best friends with Kosei, and that's his character. He helps Kosei out at times too, so he's not just there, but most of the time he is. I don't know, that's really him. He's just a pretty boy, helps Kosei out sometimes, and they're best friends. And Kaori is in love with him, and just many different things. So, but yeah, that's Ryota. And then you have Tsubaki, the childhood girl best friend who wants to be more than friends but can't say it, and then Kosei doesn't notice it either. That is the normal the normal cliche stereotype right there. So if that annoys you, I'm sorry, it's there. There's nothing we can do about it. And then you have she's pretty much a tomboy, and what you would expect the girl childhood best friend to be. So I don't really need to explain her character, because you could imagine it. So then we have finally Kaori, and she is basically the hyperactive, really outgoing girl who, just always keeps a smile on her face and always pushing Kosei to, get back in there and play piano again. And she's really pushy, and yeah, you can definitely tell that Kosei ends up falling for her and all that. So, and more, stuff that's kind of meh, but to me, that's not really totally what the story's about. So, there's a slight romance in it, but to me, that's not really the main focus and what you really should worry about anyways. It's pretty minor, really, but I mean, there is romance, but I don't know. But that's the characters, for the most part. There are some other supporting characters, but those are the main four. So now we go to the art and animation in, oh my god. The art and animation in this show, in Your Lie in April, is beautiful. It is just a spectacle. When you watch these scenes unfold, especially when they're like on stage playing the piano, and just with the music and the visuals, it is so breathtaking. You will be stunned like the characters in the audience. That is how breathtaking it is. It is so good, and that is like one of the show's biggest strong points. So the art and animation is awesome. I give it 2 thumbs up. And that is pretty much the same for the music. The music has a good bit of classical piano tracks, which, I like, and like just the music is good in general. Like I know some people like didn't like it too much because that it didn't really teach anything totally about piano, but like, I don't know, for someone who knows how to piano, like I play piano and like I just loved it. It was just awesome and breathtaking, and the music is wonderful with the animation. So they're both good, and they both just make the show so good. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Speaking of how I feel about it, ready for my personal thoughts and feelings. As you couldn't tell before, I really enjoyed Your Lie in April. For the music, for the animation, for just the story being a little bit different. It had some cliches still, but it was still different, and that I like. So with just all that together, it was a really nice experience. And I really liked it, and I would probably end up watching it again at some point. So it is 22 episodes, so it's not really that long, and unfortunately, it's licensed by my favorite dubbing company ever, Aniplex of America. And if you've watched my other reviews, you know why. It's because their DVD releases are so expensive. They will break a series up into as many parts as they possibly can for like $40 to $60 a piece. Just like, it's so expensive and ridiculous. So I mean, like, unless you really love it, you can buy it and spend the money if you have the money, but otherwise you could just watch it on Netflix. I believe it's in sub and dub on Netflix, so that is where I watched it, and that's where you can. So, but yeah, so do I recommend Your Lie in April? Of course I do. If you didn't think I did, then I don't know what's wrong. But yes, I really recommend it. Very good show. There is some things about it that bother me, but no anime is perfect. There's always things that's going to bother somebody or me or whatever, but it is a good watch. And the romance, like I said, it's there, but it isn't. It's a plot point, it really is, but nothing really ever goes anywhere, and just for the most part, and it's just I don't know. It just wasn't the thing that drew me into the series. It was, like I said, the music, the animation, the musical styles, the playing, just the story, and it's just, yeah, so I like the series, basically, and you should watch it. So I give Your Lie in April a 6.2 out of 10, and you should definitely give it a watch. So thank you all. That has been it for me. I've been Intellectual. If you liked the video, remember to like the video, comment down your thoughts below, what you think of Your Lie in April, and if you really like my content, please consider subscribing for more. I will see you guys in the next video.